are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, our city is booming.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Services!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I want a drink.
And I want this free. And I want this awesome ATV. I can't get enough
of winning free stuff.
Casey's just gave me these. Cause we won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present the state softball tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on an outstanding softball season. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Harlan Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge, Iowa for this afternoon's Class 4A quarterfinal between the 4-seeded Norwalk Warriors and the 5-seeded Carlisle Wildcats here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon. Dar, we get Little Hawkeye Conference versus Raccoon River. There's 3 LHC teams here in Class 4A at the state tournament. There's 3 Raccoon River teams here at the state tournament in Class 4A. And the craziest stat I dug out this week is that since 2014, there has been at least one Raccoon River Conference team in the state title in Class 4A. You have to go all the way back to 2006, the last time you didn't see a Raccoon River team in a state tournament championship at all, Class 3A, Class 4A even. Unbelievable to see these two conferences going at it. What do you expect today? Two very high-hitting teams here in this one.
They are, and I was just looking. They haven't played each other this season, which is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'd think usually
pretty close,
that close,
yeah.
but maybe they're, you know, but there is so much good competition there that,
yes.
You know, and they both they play up a little bit here and there when they can. So, yeah, it's going to be another good tight ball game, I think, with this. It just depends who gets an early run and who can you know, hold them off. Errors always end up being, you know, a big factor in it. Who makes the mistake first and who takes advantage of it.
Winner of this game gets the winner of Winterset and Burlington. Let's take a look at our road to state so far coming into this one. Carlisle comes in with wins over Gilbert and then a win over Bondurant to get to the state tournament, a 5-4 victory. And I believe that was on a walk-off. Norwalk beat Benton 7-6. They were down 6-0, came all the way back and won that game. Dar, kind of run us through what we got on tap here statistically for these two teams.
Yeah, for Carlisle, they said defeated Bondurant for 181 stolen bases, the most in 4A, and 960 fielding percentage. So they play good defense and they can run. Elizabeth Noring, of course, she's two-time defending state long jump champion, and with batting .458. Logan Brown on the mound will be pitching today. Then for Norwalk, you know, 335 strikeouts, most in 4A. Opponents hitting only 191 against them. So, you know, they're stingy with letting you get on base. So you're going to have to try to steal or get extra bases when you get on there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Kaylee Carey hitting .631 with 20 home runs. Now, I don't care what league you're in. If it's church softball, .631 is pretty good.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. I tell you what, should be a great one. And Norwalk, despite, you know, between Zadie and a couple other pitchers on the staff, 335 strikeouts is unbelievable. ADM just behind them with obviously their pitcher, Yanga. So Norwalk has done a great job this year. Both these teams play in the hardest conferences in the state. Little Hawkeyes, so tough. Indianola, you know, Dallas Center Grimes, who is here, Norwalk, all of them, all three of those here in Class 4A, and then with Carlisle, Winterset, and ADM. Don't forget Ballard down in 3A also as well.
Yeah, so it's going to come down to, you know, when you do get on base, you make the smart base running moves there, and you take the extra base when you can. You don't overrun or run yourself out of plays, things like that. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting. That first game I did with Valley there, you know, they don't have an overpowering pitcher, but they work around everything and they pitch and you know, but here you got some pitchers that just they're going to challenge it and outright bring it.
Absolutely. And Carlisle has won championships the last couple of years. They've been down here. They've been successful. Fell short the last time they got to a championship game against Winterset, but they look to get back. These two teams have played 11 times since 2010. Norwalk has only won 2 of them, the last win coming in 2013 when they beat Carlisle 6-2. And the last time we saw these two teams, you have to go back to 2019 in a 7-4 victory for the Wildcats. So both coaches sitting at the home plate here just talking to each other, trying to get things straightened out. Great crowd on hand, both for Norwalk and Carlisle. Good student sections for Carlisle, at least, and a good presence out in the outfield, as always. We're going to send it to our PA announcer and get our starting lineups and whatnot, and we'll be back for the opening pitch for Norwalk and Carlisle here at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. All righty, well, lineups have been set. Carlisle and Norwalk. Norwalk, the 4 seed, Carlisle, the 5 seed, going at it here at the state quarterfinals here in Class 4A. Winner will take on the winner of Winterset and or Burlington at 11:30 on Wednesday. We'll see if we can get a score update from that game, as everything should be on time over there, as we are a little behind schedule here on our side, but we're starting to figure it out. Class 4A, Raccoon River Conference versus the Little Hawkeye Conference, nothing better. Currently, Winterset and Burlington are tied at 1 apiece. Burlington has runners on base in the bottom of the first. That could be a big upset to start our state tournament if Burlington is able to pull that one off.
Could
our
be,
final
but
thoughts, yeah.
Early on, as you say, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure it's always, you like to jump out to that early lead, but at the state tournament, you never know.
Zadie Waddle, the junior, 18-4 record, making her 20th start on the season. She's only given up 87 hits all year. Walked 25, struck out 205. 1.54 ERA. The team of Norwalk leads the entire state in Class 4A in strikeouts with 335. Carlisle, one of the better hitting teams in the class. Obviously a tough Raccoon River Conference. They finished 3rd behind Winterset and ADM. Both these teams, ironically, finished 4th in their finished 3rd in their respective conferences. Still make it to the state tournament here this late July.
Breeze has picked up a little bit, the flag over there. I don't know if it's enough to make much difference with the ball heading to the outfield at this point, but we got really close around that 1 o'clock noon hour when the sun was at the top and got a lot warmer out here, it seemed like.
Currently 93 degrees is what we're sitting at here at the ballpark.
Not a lot of humidity, so that's one good thing, I guess.
Yes. Reagan Rolling, the shortstop, will lead us off here in the first inning. Rolling this season, a .477 hitter, 18 RBI, still looking for home run number 1 on the season. We are off and running here at the state softball tournament for Class 4A, as there is strike 1 for Zadie Waddle. Rolling has played and started in all 37 games for Carlisle this year. 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1.
Hit at the corners a little bit, anticipating she might try to bunt herself aboard here.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, just getting going here at the state tournament in Class 4A, 1-1. And that one's in there for strike 2. With Waddle, I don't think you're going to get anything too fancy. It's just she is so fast and she's able to get balls right down the middle, almost too quick for some pitchers to anticipate.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. That one's low, just going to miss. Nice grab by the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes evened up. Carlisle on the season, 12 home runs to their credit. Rolling with a 2-2 count here. Trying to get the team rolling here on offense. That one knocked back to the shortstop. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. That's a nice heads-up play at the shortstop position by Kaylee Carey.
Routine grounder, that kind of breaks the tension a little bit for the defense and everything. It kind of gets you into the game.
Riley Sievers, the right fielder, steps up to bat now for the Wildcats. Sievers, a .315 hitter, 11 RBIs, 9 hits. 29 hits. A .330 hitter coming into this afternoon, .315.
Again,
1 ball.
Squeezing at the corners a little bit here. And she offered at it, but
nothing going there. 2 balls and no strikes. Third baseman's playing up just in case. Playing way up, actually. That one outside, quickly behind. 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, they've done a little preview scouting here for these teams, knowing what to kind of expect.
Sievers doesn't have to swing if she doesn't want to. 3 balls and no strikes. That is right down the middle, and it would have been the perfect pitch. Didn't take it. Back within 3-1. Carlisle obviously so familiar here with the state tournament. State champions a couple times in 2010s, made it to the state tournament in general, or state championship in general, a lot in the 2010s. Lost a couple of them. Winner set, Oskaloosa come to mind, but still tough to beat. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Waddle can't fight back in. That one's outside, and that is a walk for Riley Sievers.
It's a good patience at the plate there, just waiting and waiting on it. She looked at a couple of real good pitches when it got 3-0, but had the patience then to get the walk out of it.
Isabel Noring. Carlisle 12 home runs on the year. Noring owns 6 of them. 6 home runs, 39 RBIs, a .458 hitter. She goes for a bunt, backs off. They attempt to steal. Play at the second base is safe. Nice job by Riley Sievers to get there.
She got a real good jump on that. And it wasn't a bad throw. She just beat it by half step.
Throw can be great, but as long as that ball doesn't get down, you're in trouble. Norwalk coach going to come out and
he's
chat.
asking, I think, if she put the bat out on the bunt, if
Oh,
that was
just
interference with the catcher throwing
Gotcha.
down. Because she did offer like she was going to bunt, and he just wanted to be sure there was no interference from the batter, I think, is what he was asking.
Noring switches to the other side. She is a switch hitter, 1 ball and no strikes. On the way, swing and a miss for strike 1.
A little bit of a rise on that one.
Don't see a lot of switch hitters in high school.
No, you don't.
It's unbelievable when it happens, and it almost confuses the pitcher at anything.
Yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike, runner up on second. Noring knocks that one back to the pitcher. Waddle throws on to first in time for out number 2. But it's a sacrifice nonetheless. And Lainey Schick, the first baseman, steps up to bat. 1 home run, 25 RBIs, a .446 hitter. Needs a good base hit here to bring home a run.
A good job by Birmingham to shift over as they were looking at that bunt. The second baseman came over, got to the bag, and made the play on the bunt.
Schick thought about maybe a bunt, risky bunt with 2 outs, but down for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner up on third. That one outside, not going to get the call. 2-0. Waddle already walked one here just in the first.
And that's the thing about a good pitcher. You don't have to smack away and drive it deep. You can chip away at it.
2-0. There's the strike zone for Waddle.
You know, get the bunt, get the steal. You know, just chip away. You don't have to just rear back and try to swing, and that's what Carlisle's doing early here.
Slowly but surely trying to bring one around. 2 balls and 1 strike for Schick. Swings out in front of it, misses. Waddle dealing tough here in the circle, trying to get that last out here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schick fouls that one back to the net. One thing about Carlisle, and I always find it interesting, is anytime there's a foul ball or anything, they will run to the base and come all the way back. Some coaches complain that I've talked to, it almost slows the game down a little too much, but...
Yeah, and I guess the story behind that is to run everything out.
Yes, we'll talk about that as that one's fouled back toward us. The story was a couple years ago here at the state tournament, Carlisle had a chance. There was a foul or a loose ball, and she didn't run to first. She just stopped, and that then the coach came back in the huddle. They ended up losing the game, and he said, from now on, we will always run no matter what to the base. And that's exactly what Carlisle is doing all season long.
So Coach Flaws, he's going to talk a little strategy here with his hitter.
He's all smiles. I swear, anytime you see him, he is smiling.
So it's, and I think he's saying you don't have to drive, you know, it doesn't have to be deep, just slap it in a gap.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring
Precision.
a run in.
Yeah, you know, maybe think
Just
about.
Get a bat on it and see if you can slap it on an open spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Schick fouls it down the left field line. Everybody watch their heads.
Well, the flies are out early, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. My goodness. Schick, just a junior. Not a lot of seniors on this team for Carlisle. They will be back next year. And I'm looking. I do not see any seniors on this team. Schick fouls that one back to the net. Winterset does lose quite a bit in the Raccoon River. ADM gets to keep a little bit. So once again, Raccoon River will be absolutely stacked. But Carlisle sending a team of a lot of juniors and sophomores. That's always good to bring them to the state tournament. 2 balls and 2 strikes still. Laney Schick is holding in tight here in the first inning with a runner on third. Schick pops it foul back again. You know, we don't talk about pitch count a lot because there is no pitch count.
Well, it's got to be a factor a little bit, yeah, because in this heat, you know, you say, well, they played in the heat, but these are some of the warmer temperatures. Then you also have the extra adrenaline, too, and
2-2. Schick pops it short. Waddle with the grab. Not what Carlisle needed. Norwalk will take it. Wildcats leave one stranded on base. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa High School State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Girls High School Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
and we are.
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon. Carlisle now up to pitch here. And in the circle for the Wildcats, they are going to be running with their freshman, Logan Brown. Logan this season making her 21st start, 27th appearance overall, 15-2 record, 1 save, 115 innings pitched, 76 strikeouts, giving up 111 hits, a 2.12 ERA. First pitch is outside for ball 1. One thing about Logan is, as a freshman, she's been so talented. She's also pretty tall.
Yeah. And that helps get a little more leverage, I guess, on that pitch.
Second pitch by Brown is off and away for ball 2. This is number 15, Nia Holbert, the freshman, batting .483 on the season for Norwalk. 21 RBIs, 3 home runs this season for the Warriors. 2-0 by Brown. That one is in there for strike 1.
Of course, softball, one of the only sports where you can play as an 8th grader, too.
Yes,
you know, if you're good enough, and you get that extra season in since they play in the summer here.
And it's wild when you see 8th graders come in and really perform. 2-1, that one fouled down the left field line.
We've seen some teams where you've had a couple of them when some of the good teams pass and good players that go on to be really good throughout their career.
That's where you see a lot of the record holders, 5-year players, 5-year starters. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Brown. Holbert fouls it back to the net.
So it's just kind of a check swing that came off her handle there.
I have seen more foul balls today than I feel like I ever do.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, is it just because we haven't been to softball in a while at State here? But there have been a lot. I think it's just good.
Such good hitters.
Good protecting and hitting. Yeah, that's the part. That's it. What it is.
Holbert's hanging tough. 2 balls and 2 strikes. She'll ground that one to the second baseman. Hops on it. Throw on to first in time for out number 1.
Man, and she got out of the box quickly, but of course it was to second, so it wasn't a long throw, but that's another thing. These hitting and, they get out of the box quickly down the line, so it makes it tough on the defense.
Norwalk girls known and know what it's like to be at the state tournament. Was just at the soccer state tournament just a couple weeks ago. Sounds crazy to say, about a month or two ago, actually, but Norwalk, a winning school here in the state of Iowa, state champions in baseball and basketball for boys just a couple years ago. That one is outside for ball one for Logan
Yeah,
Brown.
it hasn't been that long.
No.
It won't be that long. We're through August and into football and the start of school.
That's what I was thinking. By Saturday, we'll be like, all right, who's ready for football?
Yep.
1 ball and no strikes. That one just catches the zone upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jalen Brandt, the right fielder in the box here. Brandt, a .337 hitter, 20 RBIs on her sophomore campaign. She'll swing through it, miss for strike 2. From a lot of people I've heard this week talking about this game, a lot of people thought we'd see a pitcher's duel. It'd just be one of those games where you maybe don't see a lot of hits, and if you do, it'd actually be quite surprising with 2 very solid pitchers. Brown just misses outside, trying to catch the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brandt settles back in. The count's even at 2-2, nobody on. That one fouled back
I
to
think the
dugout.
thing, too, about these pitchers is, some pitchers you get a hit off them and they're upset. Now, these, they just get mad you hit me. So they're going to come right back harder at the next batter. It's just that determination out of the pitchers is the thing you see.
2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Jalen Brandt swings out in front of it. That was a great pitch by Logan Brown. Down for her first strikeout of the afternoon.
Yep. Pulled the string, as they say, right out from under that one.
Kaylee Carey, the shortstop, up to bat now for the Warriors. Kaylee, a junior, 2 home runs, 35 RBIs. .268 hitter this season for the Warriors. No balls in, 1 strike with 2 outs. That one in there for strike 2. Logan Brown starting to figure things out in the circle.
And it isn't me, or have I seen more plane traffic here at the airport
I was going to say
this year than we've had in
all
the
these
past.
celebrities, I guess, flying in.
Yeah.
That one's upstairs.
Paul Yeager hasn't flown his
for
private
ball 1.
jet
I was
going to
say, where's Paul at?
But I saw a bigger jet fly in earlier. So
just across the road from the Fort Dodge Airport. Kind of share it with the Iowa National Guard a little bit. A little bit of plane traffic in and out. 1-2. That one grounded back up the middle. That's going to get in the gap, and that is going to be down for a single. Noring slips, able to gain control. And the first hit of the day for Norwalk goes to Kaylee Carey.
Good solid contact, went with the pitch right in the hole. That middle is open, but the trouble is the pitchers don't often let you get to where you can put it there. But that time she held the back a little and went with it and drove it right into that gap.
This is just who Norwalk wants to see come up. It's their home run hitting leader with 4 on the season, Lauren Black. 22 RBIs, wearing a rare 98 as her jersey number. You don't see jersey numbers too high. Both these teams, pretty high jersey numbers kind of out there. Black, a .241 hitter on the season. 1 ball and no strikes. She's got a runner on first with 2 outs. That one is in there for strike 1. Lauren has not played in every game this season, but she has started in every game that she has played. 31 of them, now her 32nd. 1-1 on the way. That one's upstairs for ball 2.
Carey, 2 or 3 stolen bases, but with the big hitter up, you probably aren't sending her.
Right. And with 2 outs.
And with 2 outs.
be a tough task. 2 balls and 1 strike by Brown. That one grounded for 3. The Warriors leave one stranded, can't do anything with it. We're tied going into the top of the second. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, our city is booming.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here. In the top of the second inning, Norwalk and Carlisle got runners on base, could not do anything with it. Update from the other field. Winterset leads Burlington 3-1 in the third inning. And that is who awaits the winner of this game right here. Could be an all Raccoon River Conference semifinal. At the bottom of the bracket, could be an all Little Hawkeye Conference semifinal. That one is low for ball 1.
Carlisle did get, a runner to third
Yes.
in the first inning, and that was just through stolen base, chipping it away.
Sacks, sack bunt.
So nobody yet strung anything together. Of course, it's the second inning. We'll see.
Nice pitch by Waddle in there for 1 ball and 1 strike. This is Lauren McGriff, the designated player, up to hit here for Carlisle. McGriff this season a .330 hitter, 26 RBIs, and 1 home run. 26 RBIs on 29 hits. 1-1. Popped up 2-1. Or 1-2, excuse me. Definitely the hardest time of the day to play. This is the hottest it's going to get all afternoon. A little bit more of a breeze as we're looking out. Should be interesting tomorrow. I know it's going to be very windy tomorrow.
And then also a little bit over at first base when you're looking over, that sun starting to head toward the west a little bit.
That one grounded down the left field line. That's going to be fair. That thing hung the chalk line, and it is a single for Lauren McGriff. You do not see that a lot.
No, he didn't. And they held her right away because I think even if after it hit the bag, it was moving out there so quick, the outfielder could pick it up, and there was no chance to turn and extend that.
That thing rode it all the way. They're going to have a courtesy runner come in. Is that 27? It might be Evan Johnson. It is. So Evan Johnson will come in and run.
This will be an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. I've memorized that.
I was going to say, ever since state volleyball, I'm like, I got this down.
Well, this goes back several years now.
Say.
IMT's been a long time supporter sponsor.
Up to bat now is Kaylin Furnal, the third baseman. Down for a strike. Norwalk ran everybody in, expecting a bunt by Furnal.
And that's how Carlisle, they'll take it.
Another switch hitter.
Of course, in softball, it's not quite as odd to do that as in baseball, you know.
0-1. That one is low for ball 1. No, they're going to count it a strike. Strike 2.
I think he said she offered.
Quickly behind in the count is Furnal. 0-2. Nobody out here for Carlisle with a runner up on first. That's Evan Johnson. 0-2 outside. Johnson goes. Nice recovery by the second baseman, but it's safe for a stolen base.
Yeah, if she doesn't get over there, that one might head to the outfield, and we have a runner at third with no outs. But that's what you teach, and she was right there to back up the throw, a little high coming out.
The #1 stealing team in Class 4A off to a good start here. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner up on second. 1-2 on the way to Furnal. Furnal foul tips it back. Hoping this ball just doesn't go straight and hit our our equipment
Hit
right
our
here.
antenna there for our signal, but
the net gives, but it doesn't give that much.
No, it gets quite back enough. We had one early. Jen got the first one that was straight back at her face, and you're like, the first time when you get used to that, it's like, whoa.
1-2 on the way by Waddle. That one is foul tipped down the right field line. I guess an advantage here for Carlisle is their student section is pretty big.
Yeah,
the Wildcats have brought, so that's an advantage compared to Norwalk's. There's a couple Norwalk students here, but they're definitely not being as loud.
And we've seen the outfield fill in a little bit more, too, with people out there.
1-2, just outside, did not get the call.
That is one that, looking at it straight back here, would be hard to hold off, but she's right on top of it, and it was the right call.
Kalen is staying tough here in the box. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out and a runner up on second. That one bounces off the catcher, and that's going to actually be a foul. Nope. They're going to say hit by pitch. Couldn't see it from behind.
Yeah. It hit her, and then it bounced on the plate and came back
I was going to say.
so it almost seemed like it bounced on the plate first, but it
umpire took a
hit her.
hit on his chest.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner once again. Nope.
Oh, we're going to have a pinch hitter.
So pinch hitter, they're going to go with number 16, Delaney Thompson. And
she's a 450 hitter.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's our crew, obviously a big call here.
Good spot to pull her a bit. You know, veteran coach, he knows when to make the switches.
She's making her 24th appearance this season. 9 hits, 3 RBIs. No home runs this season. She thought about a bunt. Strike 1. It's a big spot for Carlisle with runners on first and second. And still nobody out. Oh, 1. Thompson bunts it down. That's quickly down for 2 strikes. One thing about Carlisle running the base paths, it definitely confuses a couple of these girls because they get to second and they're like, am I not on second?
Well, let's see what he does here. Would he have her bunt with 2 strikes if she's a good bunter, or swing away?
At this point, you might as well swing for the fences. 0-2 to Thompson. She's thinking bunt again. She reached that one out in front. That is a heck of a play. Oh, my gosh. Delaney Thompson almost reached it out in front to give that thing a little extra boost, and I guess that's why the substitution was made.
Yeah, and that's why she's got that big size to get up on top of it. She's tall, is what I mean, and got up on that ball.
Wow.
Sometimes those type of balls, you know, are the ones that are caught, but she directed it right into the slot, even with 2 outs.
The first baseman had to come off the bag and go get it, and nobody was back for no one was back for Norwalk.
Because that's the thing, too, with 2 strikes, you don't think, well, she's not going to bunt because if she fouls it off, she's out. But, you know.
That is unbelievable. That is one of the
sometimes
best.
Sometimes you don't go right with the playbook on that stuff.
Take a look at the replay. Thompson just reaches out,
she
boops
just pushes
it up
that,
like a volleyball. And nobody's back.
Which is, you know, I always taught kids in Little League, you'd get over the top and push it down, but there she just pushed it into the hole.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a bunt like that. That was
that
was pretty cool.
But that's obviously why she was in there.
That's a heck of a call, yeah.
Now got a runner in for her, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so another runner. This is Allie. Nope. Who is that out there? They're going to run Allie Nolte because Thompson pitch hit for her.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So
she'll
Nolte
come
will
back
run.
in.
And this will be Logan Brown, the freshman, to hit. Logan, 12 RBIs, 1 home run, 232 hitter. She's got the bases loaded with nobody out. Waddle trying to settle back in. Brown thought about a bunt. That's in there for strike one. Just bunt your way around, I guess.
Well, and if you think about it, the height, that's it allows you to get on that pitch. Because a lot of times you want to throw a pitch a little higher against a bunter, and they can't get on top of it.
Yes.
But when you got tall girls, it's easier to do that.
0-1, Brown upstairs. Ball one.
Umpire talking to her about separating her hands too soon.
One thing for Norwalk here is they're playing everybody up, so that really helps Carlisle here for a possible blooper.
Yeah, if you dump it over the infield, you've got at least a base hit and the outfield is back.
Brown swings through it for strike two. That is a heck of a grab by Black, as that thing kind of bobbled in her glove a little bit.
This is a big pitch here.
Yeah, Waddle just wants one out. If you can at least get one. Crowd gets loud. 1-2 on the way to Brown, and she swings and misses for strike three. That is a huge out by Waddle.
Reaching back and firing there.
Amber Doherty, the catcher, up to bat now. Another high number 46. The sophomore's hitting .381 on the season. 8 RBIs to her credit. Played and started in all 37 games. That one is outside for ball one. Boy, all the credit where credit's due for Carlisle here. They have jumped out and just kind of, they haven't hit around Norwalk. Just kind of putted their way. Trying to put one up here. 1-0. There's the strike zone. Just caught it.
But they got so much pressure on the seams of this defense. One little shot through, and you're going to get maybe 2 runs out of the deal.
But you flip it to the other side. Norwalk just needs one out here, and then things really get interesting and puts Carlisle up against the wall. Tight competition, 1-1. There's another strike by Waddle. Zadie's starting to get in rhythm here. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Bringing it on that outside corner away from the hitter.
Amber Doherty back into the box. Bases are loaded with just 1 out, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way by Waddle. That's outside for ball 2.
Going to try to make her reach on that, but she held. Some early back and forth strategy.
Yeah, very entertaining so far. 2-2, Norwalk's playing everybody up. Timeout is called.
She's checking the dugout and then checking her wristband. She wants a different pitch now. And he gives her a different one. She looks at the wristband again.
So crucial. 2-2. That one is outside. She swung for it. Amber Doherty just out in front of it. And Zadie Waddle, 2 straight strikeouts. She's going to try to work herself out of the jam.
So now you're set up any bag. You got a force out.
Maddie Stutzman. Or is it Maddie Stutzman? Did they go back to rolling? Rolling here at the top of the batting order, excuse me. Rolling popped out in the first. First pitch to her. In there for strike 1. Now she's on a roll.
Yeah, that's not the little dribbler stuff. Just come at him and throw strikes hard. Keep the batters.
Zadie Waddle has struck out the last 2 batters with the bases loaded, trying to keep Carlisle off home plate. 0-1, up and away outside for ball 1.
Got a bad pitch.
No.
Come in on the hands where she probably couldn't get around on it, even if she tried.
2 singles and then a hit by pitch. And Nolte, that one grounded down the right field line. That will bring home a run. Carlisle's going to wave both in. Play at the plate is not in time. It is a 2 RBI double for Reagan Rolling.
not the greatest throw from the outfield. It was cut, but the throw was a little low. If the throw's up a little more, she might have a chance to turn on it, as you see the replay now.
That's our bunt replay. So that's not right. But
that's
heck of a hit
replay
down the right field line. Extra base hits in today's game are brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. Reagan Rolling comes up big with the 2 RBI double. And Riley Sievers, who walked in the first inning, gets a chance here to bat with runners on second and third. Possible bunt, lays back for strike one.
Just so close there within a. Is this the replay?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a hard slap down to right field. Almost Norwalk, I feel like, could have gotten the runner at second, but they just were.
Yeah. Well, and I guess they didn't cut that ball. It came through, but.
That was a great pitch by Waddle. Swung back into the zone 0-2.
But here, Norwalk, what were they? A strikeout away from.
Yeah, it was 0-2. I mean, they
were
were right there. No balls and 2 strikes. Sievers up and away outside for ball 1. Umpire is going to come out and talk to Waddle again. I assume it's about the same exact thing.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes, runners on second and third. Riley Sievers, the right fielder, in the box. Sievers sends it to left field, foul. So rolling with that double brings home 2. That's kind of how we've been in this position right here. Still in the second, top of the second inning here. 1-2, high and away, strikeout. Third strikeout of the game for Zadie Waddle. But the damage is done. Carlisle puts up 2. They lead over Norwalk 2-0. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
and we are.
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Survey says.
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Carlisle and Norwalk going at it here in the Class 4A quarterfinal. Update from the other field. Winner set leads Burlington 5-1 in the 4th inning. That is who the winner of this game will face over on the other field.
So that'd be an 8-1 upset
if Burlington was able to pull it out. Yes.
If they hold. What inning did you say they were in?
Winner sets up 5-1.
Oh, winner sets up.
Yeah, winner
okay.
sets up.
I'm sorry. I thought you said Burlington was up.
Carlisle puts up 2 in that top of the second inning, and they currently lead 2-0. This is number 33, Vandermark, the designated player up to bat here for Norwalk. Warriors did get a runner on last time up, could not do anything with it. 0-1, Vandermark fouls that one down the right field line into the fence.
Well, how big was that pitch hitter to come in to bunt?
Yeah, that might be the play of the game.
And the Carlisle.
Honestly, that was such a big play. Vandermark is a .933 hitter. That one chopped foul, just short in front of the catcher. No balls in 2 strikes. quickly here for Vandermark. Trying to settle back in, get her offense rolling here in the bottom of the second. Vandermark 0-2. High upstairs by Logan Brown. Brown's been solid, had a strikeout in the first inning. Give up that long single, but besides that, the freshman's off to a good start at the state tournament here. 1-2. In there for strike 3. Great pitch, great location by Brown.
Right on the outside, throws her there, and yeah, I look up, we're only in the second inning. It seems like that last inning took a long time,
Yeah,
which
it
it
took
did.
a little bit. Yeah, it did.
When
Took
you
a little
load them
bit.
up and then
Get rolling a little bit. Morgan Weeks, center fielder, up to bat now for the Warriors. Weeks swings and misses for strike 1. Weeks, a senior for the Warriors this season, 30 hits, 15 RBIs, a 283 hitter on the year. 6-hitter behind in the count, 0-1. Another strike. Logan Brown dialing it in here.
a little more momentum when you got a couple runs
Oh,
up
yeah.
on the board. You
Absolutely.
can feel like you can attack a little more.
0-2 just misses at the corner. It's got to feel great when your offense is helping you out. You
Yeah.
don't have to do all the work or try to contain the damage. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. That one grounded short and foul down the left field line.
Good job by the coach over there scooping that.
Nice catch. Weeks takes a breath, settles back into the box. Right-handed hitter here, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Just in the bottom of the second, Logan Brown's pitch is popped up to shallow right field, and it will drop. Second baseman came all the way running over and could not get there in time.
And she was playing back at the grass
Yeah.
anyway with her heels on the grass, so that dropped in pretty quick because she had a direct line to it, but
I'd almost say the first baseman could have maybe run back for it, but just decided not to, and Norwalk will take it.
Well, and then you see that second baseman coming hard at an angle, and you think she's got a little better angle, but it just kind of blooped right in there.
The pitcher, Addie Down, up to bat now with a runner on first. Pitcher versus pitcher duel here. Nice pitch by Logan Brown in there for strike 1.
Well, the temperature's gone up to 89, but this feels like it's still only around 90, 91, so that hasn't changed much. It's still warm.
Yes. Her and Waddle have been a nice 1-2 punch in the pitching category this season for the Warriors. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out here. Always tough when you see a team or you get down early. You just want to swing, try to get back into it. 1-1, that is sent to right and can't quite stay fair. Just down the right field line.
Yeah, because you saw Carlisle. It was just kind of agonizingly boom, 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 and
Yeah,
then
they play
one,
the frustrating type of softball.
and then 1 through the hole, and they're up. Yeah.
Nah, not fun if you're on the opposing end of what Carlisle was doing.
But you turn around and do the same thing, maybe.
One ball and 2 strikes. Logan Brown trying to grab another one. That one grounded short, caught. They thought about double. They'll just throw on to first in time for out number 2.
Yeah, quick look, but throwing back across your body to second is not.
And, I mean, I talked about it in the game before this, the Waukee Northwest game. Double plays in softball are just so
hard to do. Unless you get it right to the short and it's a flip to second and turn. Yeah.
Sadie Waddle, the pitcher. Junior up to bat. Just misses off the plate for ball 1. Runner is up on second for Norwalk, so in scoring position. If they want to possibly bring her home on a good base hit, 1-0 by Brown. That one grounded back up the middle, caught by the second baseman, throw on to first in time. Perfectly routine Norwalk leaves one on base, can't do anything with it. We'll see you in the third. Carlisle leads 2-0 over Norwalk.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I want a drink.
And I want this free. And I want this awesome ATV. I can't get enough of winning free stuff.
Casey's just gave me these. Cause we won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Dora Danielson with you here on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Carlisle leads Norwalk 2-0 here in the top of the third inning. Couple big crucial hits in that last top of the inning for Norwalk. They're in the second to grab their 2-0 lead. And it'll be Isabel Noring to come up to bat. She sack bunted in the first, with a chance here in the third. You talk about wind out of your sails. Yes, Norwalk gives up 2 runs, but they, for a second, had them. I mean, they were 1 strike away from a possible stranded
down
everybody.
and closing off the inning. That
got to be a gut punch there early. 1-0. Good pitch by Waddle. Not going to catch the zone in enough for a call. 2-0.
Yeah, still, you get out of the inning here with nothing. There's still, we're just early, so.
Two balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Hard swing by Noring, misses. Noring 6 home runs this season. Two-1. Noring bunts it, puts it back to the net. Counts even at 2-2.
That's Carlisle, all the batters too. They can show bunt and put down the bunt. That just always keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
Offensively.
Well, it's just kind of the bread and butter.
Whatever it takes to get on.
Absolutely. 2-2, Noring watched it go in. She knew it too, I think, right as she was watching it fly by. There's a strikeout for Waddle.
That was kind of rising, and I think she thought it was going to rise a little higher than it did, but it rose right up into the zone and didn't get out of it.
4 strikeouts for Waddle. Again, Norwalk came in with 335 total as a team. Waddle herself had 205 coming into this afternoon. Laney Schick, she popped up last time. Gives that a ride to shallow left. This is going to be trouble. It's down for a single. Those bloopers, I tell you what, they'll kill you. That one just snuck along the left field chalk line and dropped for a single just where Schick wanted it.
See it there right beyond the glove.
That was just out of the reach of the third baseman, Kaylee Carey.
And we'll have a pinch runner here.
Laura Downs will run for Schick.
For your IMT insurance substitution.
Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Lauren McGriff, she singled down the left field line last time up. Came into this afternoon as a .330 hitter. Thought about a bunt, pulled back, not in time though, strike 1. So already a runner on base for Carlisle. 4 hits to Norwalk's 2. If Norwalk has an error, which I don't think they do, we wouldn't be able to see it because of the tent in the outfield. Waddle 0-1 on the way. Another single and another blooper for the Wildcat offense. Two singles by Lauren McGriff.
It was just lay the bat over and direct the ball. It was almost like that bunt, but a little farther. You lay the bat out and direct it into the open spot there.
Clearly, Carlisle has been working on directional hitting, and it's paying off here early.
You know, used to see a lot of the slap hitting, and that was just almost, it wasn't a full slap through, but just boom, yeah.
Which seems like a dying art.
Yeah.
This year I have not seen slap hitting as much.
It kind of gone away from what it used to be. For a while there was a rage and everybody did it.
I personally am glad because I just enjoy normal hitting.
Yeah, I do too. Normal.
Running up to hit it, I'm just like,
yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, you don't see hardly.
Nah, it's just not common anymore. Kaylin Fjernal is in the box here. That one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. She's got runners on first and second with just 1 out. Carlisle loaded the bases last time out. Trying to do it again here. Norwalk got to be thankful they only gave up 2 runs in the process, but 1-1. That one gets away from the catcher on a loose ball, and it will advance runners to second and third. I thought it hit her bat, but they're going to say it didn't. And they'll just call it a wild pitch. Runners advance.
No, but I think the movement caught the catcher's eyes.
Yeah.
She was thinking, you know, do I go to second or go to third? And then the ball got away, and then by that time it didn't matter. But just the action kind of took her eyes off of it.
Waddle settles back in, 2-1. McGriff lays the bunt, and the hesitation will not. Nice play by the infield of Norwalk. That's 2 outs down.
Coach Flazzo was not quite happy with her result. I don't know if he wanted her to force the throw.
I don't know.
Or what, but
that was a heads-up play by the first baseman for Norwalk to at least not take the bait.
And that's the thing, that whole infield has got to know and cover so well on those type of plays.
Yeah. Allie Nolte did not bat last time up. It was Delaney Thompson. Nolte tries for a bunt, backs off for strike 1. Offensive timeouts here for Carlisle. They love their bunting. I mean, they're really, they might just live by the bunt, die by the bunt. Granted, we've started to see a couple more longer hits out to the outfield, so it's helping them out just a little bit more. So we'll see if Nolte.
Well, it sets up everything, like you say, too. You get that infield pulled in, and then if you do hit it and then get it into the gap, there's a long way to go before it gets to the outfield.
Absolutely. Allie with the chance here. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Nolte fouls it back. Now behind 2-0, or 0-2 in the count. Can't be fun for Norwalk. 2 straight innings with runners on third. Actually, that's 3 straight innings.
3, yeah. They got the first inning, they got a runner to third, stranded her there, and then
Carlisle's put the pressure on him. 0-2 upstairs. Good hold back by Allie.
And I don't want to jinx anything, but they've only given up 2 runs. They haven't given up the big innings.
Yeah.
You know, that's what really hurts you, but of course, in this game, we expected it to be tight anyway, and a couple runs looks pretty big right now.
1-2, Nolte waited on it. Waddle couldn't get the zone.
She knew that right away. That was way inside.
Allie Nolte going to fight right back at Zadie Waddle here in the zone. Was behind 0-2, now ties at 2-2. Waddle on the way. That is popped up, could be caught. Nope, that's going to go just foul. See on that camera view all the cornfields out and around. This place is pretty much in the middle of nowhere if you count it. Fort Dodge is just a little ways in town, but other than that, kind of just out in the middle of a couple cornfields. It's the most Iowan location. Luckily, a couple trees to keep people shaded.
Well, and like anything, it was farther out in the middle of nowhere early on.
Strikeout by Waddle. That is her 5th of the ball game. That'll do it for the end of the top of the third. We'll see you in the bottom of the third. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are. We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars
and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Norwalk getting us going here in the bottom of the third inning. Carlisle on top 2-0. Looking for some offense here are the Warriors.
Yeah, even just play one run, and you can cut that in half.
Bailey Birmingham will lead us off here in the bottom of the third. Logan Brown in the circle. Both pitchers been pretty solid today. That one sent out to right field foul.
Talking about being in the middle of nowhere, Carlisle and Norwalk used to be a little like that, but things
yeah,
have grown out, and then
the time went by, and now they are almost considered Des Moines.
Yeah, getting bigger and bigger as we go.
Yeah.
Both these towns.
Norwalk, one of the fastest growing schools in the state of Iowa with Bondurant. And
yeah, it went off her leg.
A couple. She'll run back. Count will be no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the whole makeup and sports and things. And probably football has impacted a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
With stuff, but also.
You give it a couple years, Norwalk will be a 5A school. We've seen Indianola jump back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
Dallas Center Grimes, another big school.
Yeah, they've grown like crazy.
Yeah, low, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
All that area that when they built the new Johnston Stadium is now filling in houses out there toward Grimes.
They're talking rumors that we might get another Ankeny school. It's like,
that's
my gosh.
Probably for sure. And then Norwalk or Waukenos, they probably will have one too.
Yeah. 1-2 outside. Counts even back at 2-2. Birmingham's hanging in tight here. Trying to fight back in. Bailey, just a freshman this season for the Warriors, a .231 hitter. Just 1 RBI on the season. 2-2. Birmingham lines it back up the middle. That is going to be down for a single. Just what Norwalk needed for a leadoff hitter to get on.
That's how you get started. One into the gap.
It's going to bring up number 15, Maya Holbert, back to the top of the batting order. Holbert popped out in her first at-bat to start this one.
Birmingham's on the year.
Holbert thought about a bunt in there for strike 1. See if I can get another update on the other 4A game going on. Oh, 0-1 here for Holbert. Outside for ball 1. Winterset leads Burlington in the bottom of the 5th, 6-2. Winterset has runners on first and second with just 1 out. The Huskies taking care of business there against the Greyhounds. 1-1. Holbert gives it a ride to deep left field, and Carlisle's left fielder able to get back there and hold on for the play. Nice job by Allie Nolte.
Yeah, that came off pretty hard at first and looking toward the fence, and she had to go slide a little to her right and made a nice catch on it, but When it first came off the bat, thinking that might get out of here, but
Jalen Brandt, the right fielder, she struck out last time out.
And that would have put us
tied,
even up.
Yeah. Even though it feels like the score should be a lot more than it is.
Yeah.
That's going to be something Carlisle will be thinking
Carlisle's been on the base pass a lot, haven't they? But
that's where they'll get you. No balls in, 1 strike, 1 out here in the third. 0-1, swing and a miss for Brandt. Brown with 2 strikeouts so far for the Wildcats. Just a freshman in the circle there for Carlisle. No balls and 2 strikes on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. They'll try to get the runner at second, and they did not. Almost a double play.
well, that pitch dropped. It was so low, the catcher had to get down and get it, then get back up and throw. And that was part of the trouble. But
take a look at the replay here on the strikeout and then the play at second.
It was not a bad throw. It wasn't by much.
Yeah, it was going to be a close play.
Yeah.
Might have bobbled a little bit. Kaylee Carey in the ball game now. Strike 1. Carey sent a long single out to the right field, right center pretty much.
For Norwalk, at least they got a runner in scoring position.
Yes,
you know,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss upstairs for Carey. 0-2. I tell you, Logan Brown has a lot of pieces to be a really good pitcher.
Yeah.
And she's just a freshman. Once she figures it out by at least her junior year, good luck. 0-2 by Brown. Strikes him out. Norwalk leaves 1 on base, can't do anything with it. We will see you in the 4th. Carlisle leads 2-0. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. At the top of the 4th inning, Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon in this Class 4A quarterfinal matchup. Winner of this game gets the winner of Winterset and Burlington, currently going on field number 1. We're on field number 2 over here on the softball diamond here at the Harlan Rogers Sports Complex. Logan Brown will lead us off here in the top of the 4th for Carlisle.
The Iowa Central Field, which we'll thank them again for sponsoring the field this year.
Central Field, what we're on, Kruger C Championship Field. Brown gives it a ride, deep center field. That is off the fence. Brown will stay at first, but a good single nonetheless by the freshman. She's killing it in the circle and also in the batter's box.
That was 199 out there to the 200-foot fence.
Take a look on the replay here. Brown gets all of it, bounces right up against the fence line. And it's tough when it hits that fence line because it can either hit one of the poles or it can hit the actual chain link. You don't know how it's going to bounce.
If you get a good bounce, you're all right. But if it hits one of those poles and comes off hard, you can overrun it.
I don't know what the signs are made out there, but it looks like they're in front. Yeah, they're in front of the fence. Surprised they're not behind, but I hate for a ball to get stuck on the fence line. Amber Doherty up to bat now for Carlisle, now with the runner on first. Once again, the Wildcats stringing together hits. That's their 6th hit of the game. And Dara, we've seen it before. They got a runner on base. We're going to see a bunt.
Yeah, we're going to see a bunt, or we're going to see them move them along somehow here. They're going to bunt or steal or something.
The courtesy runner out there is, I believe, I can't see that number. We'll check on it. Whoever it is runs and goes and is safe. Close play at the plate. It is number 23.
Is it 23?
Abby Berry. Yes. Thanks to Jose for zooming in for us on the camera side. So Berry is on second base there. One ball and one strike is the count.
Yeah, it's just a continual purpose. Run.
One. Doherty talked about no one running to go hit it, but she ran to go get it, and that one's going to go outside. One ball and two balls and two strikes. I'm so confused.
Yeah, they really got it right now. 2-2.
Okay, is it right? Okay.
Yeah.
2-2 for Doherty. Misses outside, 3-2. Runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. 6 hits, but just 2 runs. It's like we talked about. This game probably could be 6-0, 7-0. Norwalk's just kind of hung around. Could come back to bite them here late. That one is outside for ball 4. And a walk by Doherty. It's the second walk of the day for Waddle. Runners on first and second. Could Carlisle go bases loaded for the 4th time today? It's Reagan rolling. Doubled in the second to right field. She's thinking bunt in there for strike 1. She's a dangerous hitter in this spot. What's the next game coming up on this field? Dallas Center Grimes and
Indianola, is it?
Did they put Little Hawkeye Conference teams against each other?
Yep.
Yes, they did. 0-1. In there for strike or ball 1. Always interesting. It's hard to try to separate all these conference teams. You see it in CIML all the time. ADM has to play North Scott. That North Scott team is tricky. ADM is going to have a task on their hand to take down the Lancers. 1-1.
Well, one of the great things the girls' union has always done through the years is separate the teams early to get to state. They don't put the top 2 teams going against each other for a trip to state. They always separate that out early, and then if there's a team that gets on a roll and is going to do it, they're going to get there. But
and you see that a lot in the boys' union. You'll see guys that are like, well, dang, that's a championship game in the semifinal.
Yeah.
Popped up, shallow center field, caught for out number 1.
Well, I mean, when you spread it out so that the best teams have a chance to get to state, then, there's some of those matchups you can't avoid, but at least going in.
And I know a lot of people weren't happy Waukee and Waukee Northwest play first round in state baseball this year.
Yeah, but
how the cookie crumbles.
That's going on, too, at the same time here. Yeah.
State.
That's because of the whole week off thing.
I looked at it today. Unfortunately, Winterset is the only team today that has both going on at the same time pretty much. So if you're a Winterset fan, you had to kind of pick and choose where you wanted to go, either Iowa City or up here in Fort Dodge. And it's definitely not close, but appreciate everyone who is here. 1 ball and no strikes. This is Riley Sievers with a runner up on first and second with just 1 out. Crowd is up and going. Good pitch by Waddle, strike 1.
And I see they put in a all-weather field behind us over here for
Iowa
Central.
I tell you what, that's Jeff Linder posted something on Twitter. He's like, that could be the state tournament. Maybe could use a little bit more seating. But
although I don't know how hot that would be at this time. There's a good bunt.
Great bunt laid down. Everyone is safe. How about that? Heck of a play by Riley Sievers. And for the 4th straight inning, the bases will go loaded for Carlisle. Sometimes you just get those slow dribblers that are so hard. And you get probably the last person you want to see come up to bat if you're Norwalk. Isabel Noring leads the team in home runs with 6. And her eyes have to be wide with 1 out and the bases loaded. Waddle tests her right
that
down
is
the
if
middle
she
for
gets
strike
the
one.
head away sign
Yeah,
and doesn't get the butt sign here. She
That
may
is
get
true.
that too, which either way, with her speed, it's about putting runs on the board. It doesn't matter how you get them.
You can play this anyway here. 0-1 by Waddle. In there, strike 2. Well, we've seen Zadie come back in these bases loaded situations. We're almost seeing an exact replica of what just happened.
Yeah, that last inning.
Timeout called here. They'll have a chat. Strategizing, trying to figure out what's best. Again, you got one out to play with here.
But it seems like Coach Floss, he's seeing that from over there, and then he talks to the players, and here's what I'm seeing. Here's just like on that bunt where you push it into the area.
Yeah.
He's saying here, what I'm
There's
seeing
a gap
with this
over
pitch.
here. Yeah.
If she comes outside, look at that gap there. And that's coaching. Good coaching there.
There's a reason he's been to so many state championships.
Yeah.
One of the best
And what
in the
is
state.
it? How many won? 6? Was it or no?
Take a look. He is overall 1,080 wins, 202 losses.
Five titles.
5 titles. Noreen pops it back to us in the net. Will go down as one of the best softball coaches the state of Iowa has ever seen. And honestly, I don't think he's slowing down. I don't think he's going to quit for another 10 years.
And then on Norwalk side, if you can somehow get out of this again without damage.
Oh, it's a win.
Or a big damage,
0-2. Noring pops it short. It went off the third baseman's glove. Everybody's going to be safe. Maybe not exactly how they drew it up, but it works. Carlisle leads 3-0 on the error by Norwalk.
And Livingston just right there.
That might be a scenario where you're thinking ahead.
Yeah,
you're trying to plant. You're like, all right,
she was
I'm
thinking
go home,
or go first.
And just kind of.
Before you catch it, it's the old receiver
I was
looking
football.
upfield before he caught the ball.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Because as slow as it was hit and came right up to the glove.
Yes. Yeah.
That happens, but there's still a chance to get out of this.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but still there's a chance to get out with not a lot of damage if they can get an out.
Bases remain loaded for Laney Schick. Schick sends it up the middle, another bobble. They will get the runner at first, but another run comes home. It is 4-0, Carlisle.
2 away, and you have first base open now.
Another good hitter, Logan McGriff. She has singled twice today, with runners now on second and third with 2 outs down. Time is called at the plate. Again, not really any big long hits.
No.
It's just keep it in the infield. 7 hits for Carlisle. McGriff swings through it and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, I mean, she's not throwing bad pitches.
No,
really.
it's
You're bringing it at them, but you.
Zadie's been pretty solid today. Just not catching the breaks that she needs here early. 0-1 outside for ball 1. That right field is getting soaked in the sun. I'd be interested to see if a ball goes out there. 1 ball and 1 strike by Waddle. McGriff swings through for strike 2.
And the thing is, too, as infielders, you're on the field so long in these type of innings, too, that when something does hit to you, you got to you got to be sharp because.
1-2. Waddle trying to get that last out. On the way. In there. Strike 3. McGriff didn't like it, but Waddle will take the strikeout. Carlisle strands 2, but scores 2. They lead 4-0. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are. We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors. And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy.
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Here in the heartland, at the heart of everything cool, Greater Des Moines is more than its features. It's a feeling. A feeling of discovery and wonder everywhere you turn. Catch what you've been missing. Des Moines, the S's are silent, our city is booming.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament here on the Iowa Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Bottom of the fourth inning here, Blake Walker and Dara Danielson with you here this afternoon at a warm, sunny Harlan Rogers Sports Complex here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Two teams, Raccoon River, Little Hawkeye Conference, going at it here. Dara, it's been a good game so far. Carlisle leads 4-0. If you're Norwalk, I'd be pretty fortunate.
Yeah, they've limited the damage. That sounds, fortunate, but they've had the bases loaded, and they've given up 2 runs each time, but it could have been much, much worse. Now they need to get the sticks going or manufacture some kind of runs here.
Lauren Black popped out in the first. Brown can't get the zone there. 2 balls and no strikes. Logan today, 3 strikeouts in the circle for the freshman. Staying busy. (2-0). Black gives it a ride to deep right field. That thing is gone.
Whoa.
Clears the fence line. Lauren Black. Kiss it goodbye. Norwalk is not out of it yet. First run of the ball game, and it is Black's 5th home run of the season.
It sounded a good clunk off the bat, but you weren't quite sure if it was going to get deep enough, and it did. And
take a look at the replay here. Gets all of it. And just clears the fence line for the first home run of the ball game for Norwalk. And chips back in ever so slightly, 4-1 in favor of Carlisle. Katie Vandermark will step up to bat.
so then you got to go back to work again here. You know, sometimes everybody gets thinking, I got to get the big hit and smack it out of here. But no, again, just keep chipping away.
Vandermark struck out in the second inning. The designated player watches that one fly by for ball 1. That's a big momentum booster for this Norwalk offense, which has been struggling to grab a couple hits here. 1-0. That one popped up short. That will be a foul. One ball and one strike upcoming. Just Norwalk's 17th home run on the season. That's Black's 5th of the year. That's now 2 more than the next closest Warrior. 1-1 by Brown. That one is chopped short and foul down the right field just in front.
Here we'll see Logan Brown. She's come right back and got ahead of the hitter here. So, you know, as a pitcher, you know, sometimes you give up those deep ones. You're throwing hard.
And you see players just come back like it was nothing.
Yeah, and that's the key to it. If you come back and just, you got to realize sometimes when you throw real hard and somebody gets on it, boom.
1-2 upstairs on the rise ball. 2-2. Vandermark settles back into the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out and nobody on. Vandermark grounds it foul down the right field line. Carlisle, last time they were in the championship game. You got to go back to 2020. Lost to Winterset 5-4, I believe was the final score, either 5-4 or 6-5. Logan Brown with the strikeout. That game finished in 11 innings. It was one of the longer games. Doesn't quite go up there with, I think it was Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, and Iowa City, Regina a couple of years ago went to 16 innings in their championship game. But one of the better and longer games here at the state tournament. Morgan Weeks in the box. She's going to chop that short, throw on to first in time for out number 2. There's a quick out, much needed for the Carlisle defense.
So again, you give up the home run, come back, get a couple quick outs.
And that momentum boost, slowly but surely shrinking. Yes, you'll take that home run, but got to capitalize off of it. What Norwalk needs is just to get a quick 3-up, 3-down on defense.
Yeah.
Addie down, pops it short, and like you said, Dar, good response by Carlisle. It is a home run by Lauren Black to bring Norwalk within 3, but they can't do anything else. Carlisle on top 4-1. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
and we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament here on the Iowa Girls Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Carlisle leads Norwalk here in the top of the 5th inning, just about to get going.
I think you said it. Norwalk is in bad need of a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah,
here.
gotta get something. Carlisle with 7 hits already. Kaylin Furnal was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, popped out in the 3rd. Waddle first pitch to her outside for ball 1. Yeah, just hits. 4 straight innings, all 4 innings. Carlisle has put runners on base. Bases loaded, I mean. It's been an impressive start by the red and gold. Misses, ball 2. I do appreciate the bright colors today, that is for sure.
Yeah, and 2 contrasting colors.
I was going to say, I appreciate it. It's better than the long, darker colors. 2-0 in there for strike 1. Two-1 here for Furnal. Waddle's pitch misses. 3-1. Sun's starting to work its way down here as we just cross the 5 o'clock top of the hour. More 4A softball coming up on this field. That one is in there for strike 2. Count runs full at 3-2 total.
Yeah, and I don't think the way we're going, that next game's going to get started on time.
Yeah, that first game just really set us off here at this field. 3-2, that one is away, and there is a walk by Kaylin Furnal.
Well, and then when you get, here we got base runners again, but you get 3 straight innings of bases loaded, that takes more time too, but that's all right. No time limit.
Right, that is true. I don't really want to be here until 11 o'clock.
No,
tonight,
I don't either. But,
Allie Nolte struck out her time up here. Nolte thought about a bunt. Holds back for ball
It is
one.
beautiful here at night with the trees
It
and
is.
everything out there,
It
but
is.
like you say, it's
I will
7,
appreciate
8, 9
nighttime.
o'clock is fine,
yes.
but yeah.
I will appreciate nighttime when it comes because it'll be cooler. But
Yeah.
when the drive back to the hotel is an hour, you're like, maybe not. Strike one there in the zone, 1-1. Our last game of the day starts at 7:30. That'll be over on the, or excuse me, yeah, 7:30. That'll be here.
And you got the 7 over.
I
on the
have
other
the
field,
7
right?
o'clock over there. 1-1. Good bunt laid down in the dirt. One ball and 2 strikes. Carlisle trying to get a couple more runners on here. Yes, I have Mount Vernon and Dubuque Wallert. Mount Vernon sneaks away the 1 seed. I know a lot of people were pretty surprised about that, considering Assumption obviously has won the title like 5 out of the last 6 years here.
Yeah. Do we have leave early here? Or I think
I'm not sure. It was.
Yep.
Runner left early, so the Carlisle will lose their base runner here. 1 out down.
And one of the
because
few mistakes they've made
Yeah, I was
here
gonna
on
say.
the bases.
So now 1 out down, nobody on, and runners on, or excuse me, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nolte still in the box here for Carlisle. Long single last time up. She's on deck. 1-2. That is sent right back up the middle. A missile almost to the fence line. And there's a single to get a runner back on base. Allie Nolte with her first hit of the day. Logan Brown up to bat. Like I said, hit that long single out to right. If she can do it again, it might bring home a run, depending on how aggressive Carlisle wants to get.
And then the runner leaving early, that's a big deal because
could have had runner on third,
first and second,
maybe
or
home.
maybe a runner on third, yeah, with that hit there.
Brown pops up. This should be an easy out, and it is. Down for out number 2. Amber Doherty up to bat. She walked her last time up in the 4th.
Okay, now I don't want to jinx anything, but if they get the out here and hold serve, that's
You'll
you
take.
know, we talk about 1, 2, 3. That's not 1, 2, 3, but at least
No.
if you can get in without
Yes.
giving up another run,
Yes.
you come back.
No, you'll take that if you can get it. Thought about a bunt. Runner goes to second. Misses the tag. And, man, it was close.
Yeah.
And Birmingham turned around and thought she got her. Was pretty surprised when she didn't. If we got a
Let's
replay
see
on that
here.
one, we do. It's tough.
It's
I don't
hard
know.
to tell from that angle, yeah. The official's right there behind it.
I mean, they're
and
going to
we're
come in
seeing-
and talk about it.
Yeah.
Or the umpires are. I don't know. I mean, it possibly was that the ball was kind of slipping out of her hand, possibly anything that they could have seen.
But you can't tell from there because she's back
No.
to the camera whether she was close enough to tag. It looked like she's sweeping, but and they're going to, on the appeal, say no.
Yep, they're going to call her safe, and we will play on.
But again, they get a chance. They talk it over. What did you see?
Yeah.
Did I see something different? You know, and that's good.
Count is 1-0 here for Amber Doherty with a runner up on second and 2 outs. Waddle. 1-0. Doherty swings through and misses. I'm very surprised Birmingham is playing so far up with 2 outs here and a runner on second. Just pretty surprising.
Yeah.
1 apiece. Waddle on the way here to Doherty. Doherty fouls. Doherty hanging in tough. 1-2 with a runner up on second. She'll call time for a quick second and give a couple minutes to think. 8 hits today by Carlisle. Norwalk with just 4. 1-2. Foul tip back. Don't forget, winner of this game takes on the winner of Winterset and Burlington. See if I can get a score update from that one. It is a final. Winterset defeats Burlington 10-2. Well,
early one that Fort Dodge came out smoking in the 12:03 inning game, so that kept things.
Well, then they might be behind, because if we're starting at the top of every hour, and I have one that starts at 7, yeah, so they're a little behind up on that field, but not too far. Good thing is I don't think weather will be a problem this week, as Doherty fouls that one back. Temperatures are going to be in the 90s pretty much all week.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention thunderstorms because I've had nightmares up here with those too.
But I say weather's not a problem. I can tell you right now, heat is definitely a problem. It's just not fun.
It's not fun, but it's Iowa in July.
And trust me, we're in the shade, but it does not feel like we're in the shade. Amber Doherty, long at bat here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's going to send that one up shallow left field, and it is caught for out number 3. Carlisle gets a couple on, can't do anything with it. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Services!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
We are back on the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament, back here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Norwalk trailing Carlisle 4-1 in this 5-4 seeded matchup. Dar taking care of his stats for the next game. What is your next game here on this field?
Oh, Indianola and
Dallas Center Grimes.
Dallas Center Grimes.
Nice little Hawkeye Conference matchup. 2 heavy hitters. That'll be another fun clashing colors game.
Should be another good one, yeah.
And it is. Waddle just grounds it right to the second baseman and making the play out for out number 1. Dar, we talked about in the 4th inning, Lauren Black gets the home run, but then it's just 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I guess that does that.
Came right back, and that's the thing. They haven't been able to chip away like Carlisle has.
It's already down for out number 1. This is Bailey Birmingham. She knocked a single to center field last time. There's a good pitch in there for Logan Brown for strike 1. Brown with 4 strikeouts so far this afternoon.
You know, you'd like another run or 2 here to kind of, you know, you can do those late inning come from behind, but it's nicer if you don't have to make it 3 runs.
Upstairs for ball 1. There are so many people here today, all in the outfield. I think they're like double layered back in the seating in the outfield.
The stands up here all full.
I was going to say. 1-1. That is launched to deep left center. It is gone. Whoa. They're going to chip away with home runs. Bailey Birmingham, the second baseman, sends one way past second base, and Norwalk is within 2.
First home run of the year for the freshman.
I tell you what, they're not stringing together the hits, but if they keep hitting bombs, I guess it works. The entire outfield section just got out of the way and knew it right when it took off. And Bailey Birmingham brings the Warriors within 2.
You don't get that wood bat sound, but it was that clunk that we heard over here, too. It's solid off the barrel of that bat. It's going.
How about that? Back to the top of the batting order.
We can see a pitching change here.
Are we? Yes, we are. Interesting. So they're going to go Carlisle. Will change to Addison Abel, the sophomore. She's making her 27th appearance of the season. 9-5 record, 2 saves, 91 innings pitched, 90 strikeouts at a 2.83 ERA. And this substitution is brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
Okay, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Norwalk built on this, you know.
Yes.
I mean, you can go.
Are you surprised?
The way it plays out, if you get 2 more home runs and you don't give up anymore, you're tied up 4. But, you know, it's
you surprised they pulled Brown? I'm a little surprised.
Maybe a little bit. It doesn't seem like she's been – and she's been aggressive coming at hitters, and you get somebody –
besides those 2 home runs, it's really been – I guess, you know, first sight of
And again, when you're throwing hard and
Yes.
somebody connects, you're going to get that. But, I didn't think she was pitching all that awfully bad. She didn't walk anybody on and give a free pass that ended up hurting her. So, but
now it's just what can Norwalk do with this? Maya Holbert is in. That ball goes wide on the first pitch.
That guy on the dugouts won a lot more games than we have.
I was going to say, he knows what he's doing. He has about 1,080 more wins than I do.
I've never lost one with the headset on in broadcasting.
I was gonna say.
But, you know.
Yeah. He's got a couple rings. I don't. He can fit them all on his fingers.
Yeah, he can fill up one hand.
Yeah, he can.
But again, here's seeing Norwalk if they.
This pitching change, this will be interesting to see how Carlisle responds here.
Yeah, because sometimes a pitcher comes out and it takes them a couple batters to get into the groove, too.
And the crazy thing is, Addison and Logan have both played in the same amount of games this year. Logan's just got more of the starts. That's a way off the plate. It's 3 balls and no strikes. And Holbert does not have to swing if she doesn't want to. In there for strike 1.
But Coach Flaws, he seems like the coach that he makes a decision and goes with it. You know, he's got his
I don't think,
he knows what the things are, and he'll go with it. And
again, he's seen enough. He knows what he's doing. 3-1, low, and that is ball 4.
So the tying run comes to the plate.
Abel walks the first batter she sees, and this will send Holbert to first. And Jalen Brandt, who has struck out twice today, will step up to bat for the Warriors with 1 out and a runner up on first.
Now here, I think you take a few pitches, see what she does.
Could bunt, but Norwalk hasn't been much of a bunting team.
No.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Runner gets back on second or first just in time.
She tripped.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, why would she be taken off so quick?
Kind of that area dug over there, and I think the coach is calling now. There's like a little, she's going to go do a little groundskeeping. There's a little bit of a.
This field is a little different. It's not quite like thin sand. It's
that crushed brick.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
And I think the heat is, they always wet them down, but there's not much humidity in the air, and I think it's evaporated quicker than it normally does. I don't know. I'm not an expert
on it. It's so
on
dry right here.
But yeah.
0-1. Swing and a miss.
Because they do such a great job between games, getting them right back.
They got all those high schooler, college guys come out and do it all, and they love their job.
But you're right. And then you get those holes over there where runners taking their lead.
No balls and 2 strikes upcoming to Brandt. Brandt fouls it back into that. Count remains even at 0-2. Behind in the count, 0-2.
There's where your number 2 hitter, she's got to bear down and take advantage, move that runner around if you can. Here.
1 out, runner on first. Brandt sends it short. What a catch!
What a play!
They'll throw back onto first. Can they get the double play? They cannot. But, man, what a catch by the shortstop. Reagan rolling.
Going to her left.
And she almost made the double play. The throw pulled Schick off the bag. Take a look at the replay.
I think she had more time than what she thought. Look at that. She gets up, fired it quick, but, yeah, see, she had a little more time there. She threw it a little wide.
I tell you what, Holbert got lucky that she was a wild throw.
Yeah, the runner was all the way down to second, like you say.
Kaylee Carey singled in the first, struck out in the third.
But there, hey, Norwalk, if that gets through,
yeah, that's
imagine where we're
another
at
big
too,
hit.
you know.
Yeah.
Then you got the tying run at first.
0-1, swing and a miss for strike two. I already see Coach Corcoran over here from Winterset. He's checking out his next opponent. One of those best coaches in the state of Iowa you'll ever see. 0-2 on the way. Upstairs, runner goes, throw, almost goes wide. Boy, Reagan Rowland can't stop making great plays. She saves that one from going away out in the outfield.
She's got an arm span, doesn't she?
My
she
goodness.
really got way out on that to catch that.
Dangerous play by Holbert, but Norwalk knows this is a big chance if they can just get good plating on it.
Yeah, base knock here, and you might cut it down to a one-run game after
1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Abels takes care of business, but Norwalk, another home run, brings it within two. We'll see you in the sixth. We are watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
I want a drink.
And I want this free.
And I want this awesome ATV. I can't get enough of winning free stuff. Casey's just gave me these. Cause we won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
Shop with Casey's Rewards for a chance to win free pizza, gas, and getaways all summer long.
We won the Casey's sweepstakes. The summer of freedom sweepstakes.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon. Carlisle leads Norwalk 4-2. Norwalk has scored 2 unanswered so far, trying to crawl back into this one slowly but surely. Zadie Waddle still in the circle for the Wildcats. And up to bat first is the girl who's making all the plays in the outfield, Reagan
but for
Rowland.
her defensive play in that last inning, this could have been Norwalk could still be out there and could have had a chance to maybe tie things up.
It's getting down to crunch time here in the 6th inning. 0-1 by Waddle. In there, strike two. Zadie so far today, I have her down for six strikeouts. Pitching well, despite giving up 8 hits. Logan Brown for Carlisle was pulled after that second home run by Norwalk. 0-2, and that one hits rolling. She'll walk on to first base. That's the second hit by pitch of the day against Waddle.
And the problem there, it creates that will she hit or will she bunt scenario again.
Now we're right back to where we started with Riley Sievers. She did grab a bunt last time out that was successful to get everybody safe. She walked in the first, struck out in the second. Strike one. Yeah, you talk about the holes that create in the sand. You can't really see it on the broadcast, but the hole that the catcher has created down here. I mean, it's almost like her own little pit. Another bunt attempt is laid. It's low. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1, but they do get the runner to go to second.
Successful sacrifice, but yeah. She took a quick look at second, but it just is so tough to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you have a really slow runner and with an opportunity to trade in, pitch runners, flex runners and that, then it's hard to get.
Isabel Noring up to bat, sack bunt in the first, struck out in the third, and reached on an error in the fourth. That one outside, not going to swing at that one for ball 1. Norwalk cannot give up much else unless they have an offensive explosion waiting to happen. They've slowly but surely chipped away here. Got it back within 2. 1 ball and no strikes. That one popped up. Shallow center. Could it drop? It does not. And the runner won't go. 2 outs down. That was dangerous territory for Norwalk, but a heck of a grab out in the outfield.
Morgan Weeks, the center fielder, really came over, and there was a danger of a collision there for a bit as everybody was converging, but she made the catch.
Kept him honest in the outfield. Lainey Schick singled in the third, sacrifice in the fourth. With a runner on second, could use 1 solid base hit upstairs for ball 1.
Look at that.
That is a
big chunk of stuff.
Jeez.
Well, they wet it down, tried to pound it down. You talked about the little hole there for the catcher, and they do a good job at tamping it down.
And they've been up against the clock. I mean, they want to move these games along.
Yeah.
So they, like the first game, they could take all morning. The field looks beautiful.
Roll it and get it ready, but the second one, the third ones, they got to water it down, get it dragged, and
takes
go.
a little bit longer.
But, it's same for everybody.
Yeah. 2-0 on the way to Schick. Outside 3-0. Waddle trying to hang in tight here and grab this last out to at least send this thing to the bottom of the 6th. Carlisle, no matter what, will get 1 more chance to bat. She'll call time here.
Has it been 2 straight or 3 straights where they haven't scored?
I think it's been 2 straight.
2 straight for Carlisle. So, and then each of those have had a home run. So.
Yeah. I mean, Norwalk, it's working. I mean, they're giving up hits and they're giving up places. There's a walk. So Schick will go on to first. And Norwalk will call time here.
He'll talk with his pitcher, I think, after the walk and say,
see if we see a pitching change or if.
I think we are. Well,
Zadie's done well today. I'd be very surprised.
She took her mask off there for a minute when they're talking. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to be bear down and get this out.
It's a big batter here. Lauren McGriff, she's got 2 singles today. Struck out her last time up. Carlisle having their own chat within their group. Waddle will stay in.
It's just a little pep talk, a reminder defensively, because all the things that Carlisle can do, you just got to remember, hey, stay focused and we just need 1 here, 1 out.
That's what they're aiming for. Top 6, 2 outs, runners on first and second. McGriff holds back in for strike 1.
They had the 1 error there when they had bases loaded that went off the glove, so you don't want to have that happen again.
Waddle checks the pitches. She'll set back up. 0-1. McGriff watches it go by. Strike 2. Zadie's hanging tough. Runners on first and second. Norwalk could use this big out and again hold Norwalk to no points in the inning. 0-2. McGriff fouls it back to the net.
It looked like the catcher was setting up outside, but she came in on the hands there. I don't know if that was, didn't quite put it where she wanted, but it worked out okay.
Right. This game running a little long. Obviously, if you're hoping to see the 5:30 game between Indianola and Dallas Center Grimes, you're going to have to wait probably another half hour to 45 minutes before we see that one, as we are running behind here. 0-2, outside for ball one. We'll blame it on Dar because he called the first game of the day.
Yeah.
Southeast Polk and Valley. Didn't even go extra innings. It was just a long game.
A big rally late by Southeast Polk, scoring 4 late when they were down 6.
1-2, McGriff sends it on the line to deep left field. That's going to go up against the fence line. 1 run will score. They'll be safe at second and third. It is an RBI double for Lauren McGriff.
Well, that was a big McGriff against Waddle. McGriff turned on that and drove it down the line. Hadn't given her much low and stuff, and that one was up a little bit, and she knew what to do with it.
Lainey Schick gets to third. McGriff gets to second. And Kaylin Furnal, who has been hit by a pitch, popped out and walked today, up to bat with runners on second and third.
Biggest of all, tacks another run onto that lead.
Yes, very
Goes
big.
from 2 to 3.
Puts a lot more pressure on Norwalk here late.
And here again, the issue's the same. You got to bear down and get out number 3.
That one set in the gap again. This will score 2. No play at home. 7-2. Carlisle extends their lead over Norwalk. That is a 2 RBI single by Kaylin Furnal. And just like that, she clears the bases. And Norwalk, who is starting to get things rolling, looks like they will make a pitching change here.
Yeah, I think they thought long and hard about it that last time, but you can't second guess now, but just credit Carlisle for stepping up and driving the ball where they needed to.
Norwalk is going to run and move to, I believe, Addie down. I can't quite see the number. Can you see the number?
Is that?
I see,
Is it,
yep,
is it
double
double
zero.
zero,
So
yeah.
there it is. And it'll be Addie down, making her 13th appearance on the season. 60 innings pitched, giving up 58 hits, 69 strikeouts, and a 2.55 ERA. IMT substitution. Remember, all substitutions are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. So a pitching change here by Norwalk to try to counter this Carlisle explosion here. 10 hits now for the Wildcats. And this half inning, they were hit by pitch, sack bunt, popped out, walk, double, and a single. And it'll be Allie Nolte, who knocked a long single to center field, to come up and hit. Well, we talk about the wind out of your sails. That is about the biggest wind out of your sails you can get if you're Norwalk.
Yeah, there again, you get down to, what was it, 1-2 count.
Yeah,
and
close.
That strike away from getting out of that inning, coming back in. But then again, Carlisle, they stand in there and they do, they've gotten what they needed to get done here today.
Timely hitting. That's kind of been the key today overall. Carlisle's just doing it right.
On moving them and loading them up.
Yeah.
And then, now it's become the big hits.
Allie Nolte will sit in the box. 2 outs, runner on first here for Carlisle. That's Natalie Ramsey, the freshman, up on first. Ball 1 against down. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. That one, low ball, got away from the catcher. Ramsey will run on to second. Small miscues keeping Carlisle alive here in this half inning. Trying to extend the score even more than it already is. Lines it up, 2-0 on the way. In there for strike 1. Down just a sophomore this season for Norwalk. They've only run with pretty much 4 pitchers. Olivia Doherty does have a couple starts and games played overall. That one line down the right field line. But when you lead the state in strikeouts in Class 4A, it's not just all one pitcher.
No.
There's going to be a couple to get it done. And that's been the big factor this afternoon for Carlisle. Top 6, they lead 7-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. That one low and away outside for ball 3. Full count upcoming for Nolte. That one grounded down the left field line, foul. Count remains full at 3-2. Full count, Alley staying tough. Knocked that long single to right center last time out. Gonna try to do it again with a runner up on second here to extend this lead just a little bit more. 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. And we're gonna have a new hitter in. This is number 32. And it'll be Lauren Inman. Inman, a .364 hitter.
.11 at bats, but she makes the most out of them.
I was going to say, same thing with Delaney. I mean, there's
not a lot of
reasons.
at bats, but when they get in there, they do well.
Yeah.
And that's,
This was Logan Brown's hitting spot. That one upstairs for ball 1. Yeah, this is where Logan Brown was hitting. Brown is going to finish with a single today in the hitting category. Pitched a good game, obviously got pulled. 1-0, strike 1. Game has slowed down a little bit. Looked like in the 5th we were starting to pick things up, but Carlisle has extended. And remember, we're going full 7 if Norwalk continues to trail. 1-1 in there for strike 2. Currently, ADM and North Scott probably getting ready to get going there on that far field. I assume they've already started. 1-2 outside.
Yeah, they may have. I don't know how far behind they were.
I have no idea.
I haven't been paying attention over here and haven't really kept up. You get locked in on the field you're on to try
Absolutely. It's going to be another late one here, as the other game was supposed to have started 12 minutes ago. 2 balls and 2 strikes upstairs for ball 3. Now again, if you're tuning in for Dallas Center Grimes in Indianola, we'll have to wait probably another half hour to 45 minutes if I had to guess based on how we're going here. Runners up on first and second, 2 outs, and the count is full at 3-2. Downs pitch is fouled back. And that's going to fall in the most awkward spot to get a softball. That's going to be hard for anybody to get.
Yeah, right in. I don't know how they get that out of there.
Someone's going to try to squeeze.
There you go.
Yep, she's going to go get it. Kaylin Fiorinol's going to
I would
try
not
to save
fit in
it.
there. I know that. There's no way. If I did, you'd have to get a torch probably to cut me out of there.
Count remains full at 3-2. Inman, ooh, gives it a ride, deep left field. Wow, fouls it deep toward the high V tent.
Oh, yeah, you had to mention that. Now I'm starting to get hungry. The grill they have over there.
Smells good. A lot of food options here at the state tournament.
That ribeye sandwich over there.
Yeah, ribeye. They got cheese balls at the main concourse. Yeah. I didn't even think that was possible. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That is popped up. First baseman running up.
Oh.
Can't make the grab. That is a diving attempt, but just missing.
And
I appreciate the effort.
yeah, she's been working behind that plate all day, and she
it.
did not let up, and now digging dirt out of everywhere after trying to get to that ball.
Lauren gives the thumbs up that she is okay. Putting everything on the line to go get it. One thing's for sure, there's no way my computer battery hangs on till the end of this game. Inman's hanging tough here. Another 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. All that, and the bases will go loaded for the 5th time in 6 innings. 2 straight walks.
And there's just been a couple times that third out has been elusive here. And it was within a strike a couple innings for
been a big main
Norwalk, and that's been the difference, where Carlisle's been able to keep it alive just enough to get some runs across.
Amber Doherty struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, popped out in the 5th. Low off the plate for ball 1. Well, they always say Carlisle plays that kind of frustrating type of softball, and they'll just keep going. They'll nip away at you, not really give you a ton of chances, and even if they're not getting hits, it almost feels like they're still scoring. And we've seen that today, all the bunts and everything. Still 10 hits to Norwalk's 5. That one low off the plate, 3-0, and they're 1 ball away from walking in a runner. Three balls and no strikes. They're playing up with 2 outs. That one in there for strike 1. Looks like we got someone headed off to the bullpen. Not sure who that was. Olivia Doherty. Looked like she was headed off to the bullpen to pitch a little bit. Get warmed up, 3-1. And walked. Ball 4. Runner comes around. It is 8-2. Carlisle leads. And I believe we are back to the top of the batting order. Reagan Rolling started this half inning and was hit by a pitch. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. This is number 81. Addie Egenwar, the sophomore. What's with these high numbers, Dar?
Yeah.
Jeez. We got a 98 here playing catcher. We got an 81 up on first. Got a 00.
Had a 53.
We got another courtesy runner coming in. This is Addison Sears, the freshman. Everybody's getting to play here for Carlisle.
A lot of IMT insurance substitutions.
Yeah, learn how you could be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. 2 outs on the board, but like you said, Norwalk has not been kind with that 3rd out today. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. Reagan Rolling. Knocked a double in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch here at the start of this 6th inning. Strike 1. Home run would take this to a 10-run ball game, which feels crazy because it feels like it was 4-2 just a little bit ago.
We're talking about if 1 strike away, Norwalk can get back in and maybe tie it up.
That one's sent on a rail to right field, down for a foul. That big hit to left field, that double by Lauren McGriff there in this 6th inning, that was the big turning point that Carlisle started to bring in a lot of runs.
Yeah, Norwalk pushing that boulder up the hill, and then it just like shoving it right back down on top of them. And
that was with 2 outs.
Yeah.
0-2.
2 strikes, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. A couple times we've seen that today. One ball and 2 strikes. Down, trying to get that last out here. That one is chopped up shallow left center, caught. And that will do it for the end of the top of the 6th. A lot of damage is done. Carlisle leads 8-2. Norwalk's going to need a rally. We're headed bottom 6. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Tournament, brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are. We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
and we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Yeah. I usually get them basketball, volleyball, soccer.
Back at the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament. Carlisle leads Norwalk 8-2. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. An explosion by Carlisle in that 6th inning gives them, at the top of the 6th, gives them the lead that they have. Lauren Black hit a home run last time she was up. She fouls that one back, and sure enough, it hits our
Sky Eye
camera equipment here. That was bound to happen. And then we got someone stomping up the stairs. Everything's happening at once. Paging our producer, Randy. We might need to have someone come and fix this one out front. That one in there, 1 ball and 1 strike. It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see if someone comes and helps fix this.
Well, that gets a signal from our camera, so hopefully.
1 ball and 1 strike. That one is launched to deep right field. Right fielder going back, and that is off the fence.
Is it in the sign?
It's in the sign. So it is
ground
a
rule double?
Quote, ground rule double. I knew it. It was bound to happen. So a ground rule double for Lauren Black.
Close to another home run.
Yeah, almost knocked it deep. Let's see if I can fix this on the fly a little bit. Got kind of stuck behind that sign back there, and then just gave it a ride.
There we go.
I can do it all. Fix the camera and call a game. Gonna have a courtesy runner coming in. See if that outfield camera works now. So Lauren Black gets subbed out for, who are they running for? I can't quite see. Who's out there, Dara? I can't tell.
Oh, out.
I think it's number 5, I think.
Maybe
8, 5, maybe 8. I think 8.
The shadow on the jersey, I think it might be 8.
Might be Savannah Welch.
Yeah, softball. Yeah, it is 8.
In there for strike 1 for Abel in the circle.
Like to let everybody know, for the grandmas and grandpas or relatives who can't get up here to Fort Dodge when they're get in, we appreciate everybody watching us here today.
0-1, foul tip back. Man, we almost.
And if you're watching on the looking for the 5:30 game, it's going to be a little bit.
Yes, it is. Also for Norwalk, This is number 6. This is Taylor Condon up to bat. We have not seen her yet today.
.271 with, she's at 48 at bats. 8 RBIs, 9 singles, 4 doubles. A sophomore, so she's got a little pop in the bat.
0-2 on the way by Abel, and there's a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Abel already 2 strikeouts ever since she came in.
Yeah, and you go back to that. We're thinking, well, should he take the pitcher out or not?
Yeah.
And he did it again.
Katie Vandermark.
Shows you what we know.
That was Katie Vandermark's pitch batter. This is Morgan Weeks. She singled to right field earlier today. Yeah, I have a game at 7. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Well, if you got to go, I can finish up. I don't know what that other game, where they're at over there on the other field.
Burlington or North Scott and ADM. I'll check in on that one. That one's in there, 1 ball and 1 strike. This field is just seeing long games today. Yeah. 1-1. That one grounded short, caught by the shortstop. Throw on to first in time for out number 2. That was a really nice play for everyone to get out of the way.
Yep, good arm.
Runner does advance to third. Down, now up to bat. ADM leads over North Scott 1-0 over there on the other softball diamond. That one's low for ball 1. Norwalk with the chance to bring this thing a little bit closer. Or at least set themselves up for a decent rally in the end. 1-0 in there for strike 1, excuse me. Yeah, winner of this game will get winner set on Wednesday, July 20th at 11:30. Nice morning softball. Strike 2. Another thing is all these fans start piling in and start waiting for the next game.
Yeah, the next game.
Then it gets crazy because all these people are standing there.
Yeah. Then it takes a little time to get him in and out.
1-2 upstairs, ball 2. Addie down, sits back in. She's popped out twice today. That one fouled back into the cushion below us. The best thing today at the state tournament is everybody just looking for shade. They will find the smallest patch of something. That one low for ball 3. The best thing I saw was someone found shade in the flag from the flagpole.
From the flagpole down?
Fighting down. Crazy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Outside, ball 4. And down to Will Walk. Bailey Birmingham up to bat. She hit a home run last time out. And Dara, the way this game's going, we see a home run here. We got a 3-run game.
Yeah, and you know, you don't want to count them out. There just hasn't been the runs by Norwalk, but, you know.
Courtesy runner coming in, number 18. That is Maddie Gullion, a freshman. And there's going to be an infield chat here for the Wildcats.
Well, I know one thing. The fans are going to be happy by that 7:30 game. They're going to have smell-o-vision because I'm not going to be too good before I get back to the hotel.
The smell of sunscreen is unbelievable right now.
Yeah, sunscreen and everything else. We'll just keep it at that.
Give a shout out to our cameraman Jose up there on the box. He can't hear us, but
you know, we've the last few years it's been pretty nice. We had a couple. Was it 2-3 years ago? We had where I actually had to bring a jacket out in the morning. It was cooler.
Must be nice
here, but
yeah,
it makes the corn grow. It makes my tomatoes ripen.
I was gonna say it's
at home in the garden.
It's just Iowa weather at its best when you schedule things here later July. But yeah, shout out to our cameraman Jose. He's been standing up in that sun with his bucket hat for the last 2.5 hours, however long this game has been.
Yeah.
That one low on the dirt. Runner goes. Easily will get on to second with a stolen base. 1 ball and no strikes. Crazy game here today. 10 hits for Carlisle, 6 for Norwalk. That one's low again for ball 2. And when it seems like one team is ready to pull away, the other team
shut
says,
it all down.
we're not
and
done
now
yet.
here, Norwalk's got a little bit of a.
Carlisle jumped up 4-0. I was like, well, here we go. And then a couple home runs later, Norwalk's back within 2. The Wildcats have extended their lead here, but Norwalk right back on it. 2-0. That is launched to right field. This should bring in 2 runs, and it will. Play at the plate, not in time. RBI, 2 RBI single for Bailey Birmingham. She has 3 hits on 3 at-bats today.
You know, and that was a pretty decent play in right field because that ball almost caught her, handcuffed her, and got back to the fence what the runner would have advanced, but she was able to knock it down and get it in. Couldn't get the play at the plate, but that was almost one of those that bounces away and gets into the corner.
Excuse me, that was Zadie Waddle. I had my numbers wrong on the back. So Zadie Waddle, excuse me, with the single to right. This is Bailey Birmingham.
They switched me up and gave me the lineup to start that first game, and they had the top 2 switched around.
Yeah, that probably messed you up the entire game.
Well, it did until I figured out, wait, the girl who led off with the home run to lead the game was not the one, and then I figured it out. So then I had to make arrows on my score sheet, but that's my fault for not paying it. But usually they give you the starting lineups and they don't change.
Yes. Grace Demmer will come in and run for Waddle. And this is Bailey Birmingham with a runner on first and 2 outs. Down the middle for strike 1. I don't think late in the game you're going to see Norwalk swinging at a lot of first pitches. I think they're going to try to stay patient. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Couple times, once again, down 0-2. This time opposite here for Norwalk. Trying not to go down swinging here, but we're able to get a couple within. That makes it a little better if you're going to try to rally in the 7th. 0-2 upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, there's where, you want your pitcher just to go at him, but then you don't want him to throw him anything too good, But you still want him to be aggressive and get that out so he can get out of this.
Abel, 1-2. No, couldn't get the call. Count even at 2-2.
It's been consistent, very good today behind the
Yeah,
plate.
it has. I mean,
we're sitting right back here and we can see it.
2-2 on the way. Strike 3. Abel grabs her third strikeout of the ball game against Bailey Birmingham. And now that will do it for the end of the 6th. We are headed top 7. Carlisle leads Norwalk 8-4. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present the state softball tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on an outstanding softball season. And remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
We are back on the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament here on the Iowa Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Dar, we have made it to the 7th.
Yeah.
We're finally here. Norwalk trails Carlisle 8-4. A couple home runs by the Warriors, couple big hits by the Wildcats, couple bunts. Blah, blah, blah. We're here in the 7th inning.
7th inning.
And Carlisle will try to extend their lead
Yeah,
once again.
Storyline the same.
Yeah.
Norwalk needs to get out of the inning with no runs and then come in. But Carlisle, they just keep plugging along, getting runners on. It's been a while since the big hit where they put a few. But
up to bat first, this is Riley Sievers for Carlisle. Riley today has a walk, a single, and a sacrifice bunt. That one upstairs for ball 2. This is Abby Down pitching here for Norwalk. She came in for Zadie Waddle. Two balls and no strikes. Upstairs, 3-0. Strike zone's been pretty tight today. Hanging in tight, 3-0 is the count. Up against Sievers, outside. Walks her on 4 straight pitches. Isabel Noring, sack bunt in the first, struck out in the third, reached on an error in the fourth, and then popped out in the 6th. Haven't really seen her with a ton of power today, obviously. Leads the team in home runs with 6. Carlisle with 12 home runs total. Thought about a bunt. Upstairs, not going to get the call. Ball 1. Again, if you're tuning in expecting Dallas Center Grimes versus Indianola, going to have to wait probably another 20 to 30 minutes, and I said that 20 to 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And that's how today has gone, but you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. This game has gone long. Our first game of the day went long. Waukee Northwest versus Linmar pretty much was on time, I'd say, and then this game has just dragged. There's a 2-0 pitch in there for strike 1. But Dar will be on the call with Jenny in the next game here.
Next 2.
Next 2.
And who knows when that 7:30
You got 2
game
more
will start. Yeah.
Well, Dar will see you at 6:30 and 9:30 tonight. Oh, my gosh. I'll see you at Continental Breakfast tomorrow, Money Man.
The good news is
If
I'm
you'll
not
be
back,
awake.
I don't think, till 11:30 tomorrow.
That's good. Yeah, I'm not.
Or no, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay.
I'm late tomorrow. I don't have to be there till 3:30, it looks like. So
Yeah, so that.
I'd take my sleep.
Yeah, I'll sleep in.
2-2. Grounded short, could be 2. They'll just go on to base for 1 in time for out number 1. Runner advances to second.
Yeah, I think it was just moving a little too slowly to get the turn the double.
Laney Schick up to bat, singled in the 3rd, sack in the 4th, walked in the 6th. We are 2 hours and 45 minutes old, according to our producer, Randy. We are nowhere near close to the longest state softball tournament in a state softball history. That game went, I think it was 4 hours and 36 minutes, I think is the record. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, and a runner up on second for Carlisle. That's outside for ball 2. Had a couple extra base hits today. All extra bases are brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. Three balls and no strikes with 1 out here for Laney Schick. And that one catches the zone just outside the corner for strike one. (8-4). Carlisle jumped up to a 4-0 lead. Norwalk then brought it back within 2 thanks to a couple home runs. That's ball 4. Second walk of the half inning. And Norwalk will have another change here, it looks like. Either that or just a pep talk. Nope, we're changing pitchers. And it looks like we're going to Doherty for Norwalk here. Let me get our official tally here. They're going to go to number 19, Olivia Doherty. Doherty on the season, going to make her 11th appearance. 38 innings pitched, 1.47 ERA. And currently has 53 strikeouts. Remember, all substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMT.ins.com. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back to hopefully wrap this one up. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We are. We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors, and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back on the Iowa Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. It is a long one here. We are closing in on a 3-hour-long game here at the Class 4A quarterfinals. I'm losing it. The game really gets to you. Up to bat here is Lauren McGriff. She has had a heck of a day. 2 singles and a double today for Lauren. That one is in there for strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first and second here for Carlisle. McGriff watches that one go by. Strike 2. Doherty starting to figure things out here quickly in the circle.
Yep, going right at it.
Norwalk 7 hits. Carlisle still sitting with 10. Doherty settles back in, 0-2 on the way. That one grounded short, steps on to first, or third, excuse me. She'll let the runner go to first, down for out number 2. At least got that lead runner.
That's the first simple out we've had.
I was going to say,
like
I was like,
an unassisted put out. We haven't seen any of that this whole game.
It's almost like
here.
a sigh of relief.
Yeah,
what did we just see?
Whoa. Love it. Step on the bag. Gets the first time all game.
My goodness. Kaylin Furnal singled way out to right center last time. Going to have another substitution on the base paths here. Lainey Schick will come out. And my computer's dead, so I got to go to
Kalia Freeman.
Kalia Freeman.
Sophomore coming in to run.
So Freeman runs with runners on first and second. Another
Hard to believe you ran out of power. Battery power.
Another IMT insurance substitution. Well, there's no, all our cords are plugged in. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine for 2 games and then I could charge. But I didn't expect 5 hours worth. 1-0. That one is popped short, and that will be caught. Norwalk will have a chance to rally. 8-4. We'll see you in the bottom of the 7th. You're watching the Iowa Girls High School Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Yeah, don't even.
I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state softball tournament, The Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. The well-being of Iowa students is also very important to Farm Bureau. That's why we provide concussion insurance coverage at no cost for all students in grades 9 through 12 who participate in a sanctioned sport. As just one of only 7 states to provide this coverage, it's just another way we're striving to support Iowa's outstanding young leaders. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Tournament. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Norwalk has to rally. Put your rally caps on. Do I see any rally caps in the Norwalk section? No, I do not.
Oh, they've been a little quiet over there.
They're probably so sunburnt. I mean, they had Carlisle, these guys up in the student section. They were pumped at the beginning of the game, and then they realized they had to sit in the sun for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And now I can already see a sunburn on the one guy's arm. He looks toasted. So
yeah.
Good luck to everybody as they head home today for the ball game.
Some of them are wearing sunscreen.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But I see one kid, he's already toasted. First up to bat here for Norwalk. This is number 15, Maya Holbert. So we are at the top of the batting order. It'd be really ironic if we go 3 up, 3 down here, the way this game's gone. But upstairs for ball 1, Abel remains in.
Of course, Norwalk wants nothing of the sort.
No. But such an eerie, similar game to what you called in the first game of the day.
Yeah.
Does Norwalk have a rally left in him? Again, if you're waiting on Carlisle, or excuse me, that one's knocked down to right field. That's going to be down for at least a double. And look out, Norwalk is off to a hot start.
There we go.
Maya Holbert with her first hit of the day. If you're waiting on Dallas Center Grimes versus Indianola, you will have to wait at least 30 more minutes. So a game that was supposed to start at 5:30 might not start till 6:45.
Takes them, 20, 25 to get the field refurbished? I
mean, they'll push them along, I guarantee it. Well, don't look now, but here come the Warriors. Jalen Brandt, the right fielder, up to bat. Outside for ball 1. Little Hawkeye versus Raccoon River. We talked about it at the way top of the show back at 3. The Raccoon River Conference has been in a championship game here at the state tournament in general for any class since 2007. Every single year since 2007. In Class 4A alone, it's been every year since 2014. That is an unbelievable stat. Last Little Hawkeye Conference team to win, that would be, I believe, Oskaloosa. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jalen Brandt grounds it short, caught, throw on to first in time for out number 1. A big first out by Carlisle.
I was going to say, you got some runs to play with, so that runner out at second, it doesn't matter a whole lot. Just focus on the batter. You got 1 down now.
Kaylee Carey up to bat. You do have Lauren Black on deck. She has a ground rule double and a home run today. Rise ball upstairs for ball 1. I got to commend the effort, though, by Norwalk. Couple back valiantly, not going down without a fight. That's just Norwalk athletics in general. That one's grounded short. Throw on to first in time. Out number 2. Carlisle is 1 out away. Lauren Black, last one up here for Norwalk, possibly. The Carlisle crowd comes alive. On their feet, trying to applaud for one last out. Runner up on second, 2 outs. Black in there for strike 1. Lauren popped out in the first, home run in the fourth, a ground rule double in the sixth. That literally landed in the sign. 0-1, foul back.
Good rip there.
Norwalk down to their last strike. Wildcats, one strike away from a semifinal appearance. Abel, 0-2, upstairs, ball one. Norwalk with a runner up on second. Black settles back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abel's pitch on the way. Black swings for it and misses. Carlisle is headed to the state semifinals in Class 4A, where they will take on Winterset in an all Raccoon River Conference semifinal game. Wrapping up on this one, we'll go straight to our Casey's Player of the Game. Fans, Casey's General Store is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's Player of the Game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's Cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. Our Casey's Player of the Game here today will go to Lauren McGriff. 3 singles and a double is what she's going to finish with today. Carlisle gets the win. Dar, couple final thoughts on this one. What a long game.
Yeah,
a heck of a game for Carlisle.
That double kind of when it looked like things were starting to tighten back up, she just pushed Carlisle back out ahead, and then they never gave up. But, Norwalk finishes a game away from 30 wins on the season and battled here. But just a great ball game by both these two teams. A little too long for my life, but, that's softball. What the heck.
Carlisle defeats Norwalk 8-4. That'll do it for us. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker, thanks to Randy, our producer. Thanks to our cameraman, Jose. That'll do it for us. We'll be back in about 20 minutes back here for Dallas Center Grimes and Indianola. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching the Iowa Girls High School Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.